Start recording. Stop recording. Button.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk about something that it just gets me upset every time I have to sit and think about it, and which is work. You know, it's really upsetting to me that, you know, when you work okay, I got to step back in. So I'm not sure how it is in other countries or wherever, but here in the States, you know, when you have a disability, you work with an agency, you have a caseworker, you know, and the whole thing is that, you know, they're supposed to help you get work and help you get rehabilitation and help you get skills to be independent. But what gets me really upset, and, you know, they constantly want you to find a job, you know, and it's like, well, even if you do look for a job, there aren't any jobs. It's like, you know, it gets me so upset. It's like, well, you're supposed to help me find this quote unquote job, and the amount of jobs that are out there, you know, are kind of far and few between. And, you know, it's like when you do get a job, it's kind of, you know, it's generally kind of a shitty job, you know, or you end up working in, you know, what, manufacturing, you know, answering phones and, you know, all this kind of stuff. Which, I mean, I'm glad that I had that experience to an extent, but it's like, you know, as you get older, and, you know, and especially if you're a creative person, you know, person who doesn't just want to work at a place like that or just have that kind of job, it's really hard. And, you know, the agencies, you know, they want to see this exact outline of a plan. And sometimes even if you do give them that outline, they still tell you, no, we're not giving you support or money or anything to pursue, you know, that line of work. Like for me, audio engineering, I wanted to go work and, well, get education and work for Harman Kardon. And I outlined this plan to my caseworker and, you know, said, hey, this is a company, they need engineers, you know, engineers are in demand, and I could get a job if I just get to this set point of my education. And, you know, we sat down and I told them we need to outline this as my plan. And still, you know, when he presented it to a supervisor and everything, they're like, sorry, this is still not, you know, we still don't believe in supporting you in doing this. So it gets really frustrating, you know, and they say they want you to get a job, but it's more like they only want you to get certain kinds of jobs, or, you know, they only, unless you have can get this job right now within the next year, you know, they generally doesn't seem to be willing to support you. And it just angers me. And it's like, you know, I kind of feel, and I know I'm not the only one alone in this. I know there's other people that deal with these, you know, these services, and, you know, it gets discouraging, and it angers me to no end. I'm not sure if anybody else has any other stories of their own, you know, what they've dealt with. You know, if you've ever just been told no, even if, you know, you laid it all out to your caseworker and the agency, and, you know, you showed them that this is what you wanted to do with your time and life, and then you were still told no. I'm sure there's a number of people out there that, you know, have had that happen. And honestly, I just think about this, and I think about it more and more. It's like, we're supposed to get, work, or the whole point of these agencies, that's their number one thing, is to get us work when there aren't any jobs. It's like, well, why, why force us to just work as opposed to either get education, get some kind of training, to actually be in an actual career, or give us the tools that we need to be productive on our own, and show us how to be entrepreneurs, or grow our own kind of business, if that's the path we want to take. And it just seems, to me, that it doesn't, I don't know, it just seems really frustrating that, like, and it's like, well, I don't know, I'm just kind of talking here, I just feel frustrated. I feel right now, I just feel really frustrated with these agencies, these blindness agencies, that they say they're here to help you, yet they don't really help you or do anything. And even if you're trying to have a partnership with them, it's not really a partnership at times. These caseworkers, it's like, sometimes you get a really good one, and if you're lucky to get a good one, then things are great. But if not, then you're kind of screwed over. It's like, you don't, or you got to be really, really diligent on your own. For me, I basically had almost next to no support from my agency here in Michigan. I will say they did do some things for me. I didn't say they didn't. It didn't give me, they gave me like a laptop and, a bit of some stuff, but it was nowhere near the amount of support that I could have gotten. It's one of those things. I definitely needed tutors. I had to, when I wanted to pass my music course, I needed a music tutor, and I ended up having to pay that out of my own pocket. It was not, and they're supposed to refund it, and I've tried and fought with them. It was just nuts. It was, there were just some things, it just seemed, it's just frustrating. I feel very frustrated a lot of times with these stupid agencies. These people, they say they're here to help you, they're here to, work with you and give you support, yet in reality, they actually don't. Unless you're gonna get a job right now, or you have an idea of a job, which honestly there aren't that many jobs out there. It's not like, even a regular job. It's not like there's many blind people working at a Subway, or a day-to-day job. It's not like we have those options really yet, and it frustrates me. That we're told we have to, I don't know, go about things a certain way, and even if we follow those guidelines, that we're still told no. And so it's, I don't know, I feel frustrated, I feel angry. I don't know, maybe other people, I'm just kind of saying that, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about this, about my own story. I'm sure there's some other people that have gone through the same thing, and I don't want to come off as, someone who's just, what's the word? I'm not just like bitter, or I don't know. I just get frustrated. There you go. I'm just frustrated. I get frustrated with these agencies. It's and I guess it kind of makes you wonder, you know, um, if anything will ever change. It's like it kind of feels to me like, it doesn't seem like anything has changed in the past, 10, 15 years, 20 years, whatever. However long I've been dealing with these agencies. And I wish some things would change. I wish, and I kind of feel that we need to be the change. I mean, I think that's one of the things. I kind of feel angry, and I kind of feel, well, I kind of feel, definitely, I'm definitely upset. I know it doesn't seem that way, but it's I don't know, I kind of feel that not enough of us unite together in the blindness community at times. That I kind of feel that we are at the mercy and of a lot of these agencies. And I don't know, I kind of feel that there is a divide within the blindness communities, disability communities. And I kind of wish that we would come together more, because I'm sure there are many other people with my similar story of, being frustrated with these agencies. And it's like, and it's not like, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's just funding or if it's just, litigation, whatever the red tape it is that we have to go through to get support for what we want to do with our time and lives. All I know is that it's one of those things we constantly are being shoved to to live a certain life, a type of life. And it's not always, it's almost in a lot of ways just take, this is what there is, take it, leave it, or what, if you don't want to, what's the word? See, this is why this is how you can tell I'm obsessed when I'm struggling for words. I can barely even find the words of what I'm trying to say. But either way, it's frustrating, and really trying to work my way around it. I think that's the whole point of coming here, to create videos, kind of create something for myself. A different avenue, a way, an outreach. So, I don't know. This is just me talking, being frustrated, and maybe to reach out to other people and see how other people are currently feeling of the state of support from their current blindness agencies, state otherwise, so yeah, that's just, it's just me. Like I said, I just get angry and I get upset. It's like, it's just, yeah. So, I don't know. I guess rant over. Come back again. Let me know what people think. I'm just kind of thinking out loud, and it's just the way I feel. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure there's other people who feel the same way. So, come back again. Next video should be a little more positive and a little more less rant filled.
Stop recording button.